Dear students and friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am discussing the some important English chapter question answers, that is Romeo and Juliet. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ತರಗತಿಗೆ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಮಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್ ಘಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗೆ ಕೇಳಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ನ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇದುವರೆಗೆ ತಾವು ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ, ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಈಗ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಯೂನಿಟ್ 1, ರೋಮಿಯೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜೂಲಿಯಟ್, written by William Shakespeare. First question, 1 marks questions. Who according to Romeo teaches the torches to burn bright? Right answer is Juliet. Second question, Romeo sees Juliet and say, "She doth teach the torches to burn bright." To what does he next compare Juliet that show her brightness? Right answer, Romeo compares Juliet to a precious jewel or a diamond earrings that hangs in the ear of an African lady. Third question, what does Romeo intend to do after the measure is done or dance is over? Right answer, he intends to dance with her or at least touch her hand in greeting and make his ugly hand blessed. Fourth question, what had Romeo not seen until we meet Juliet? He had not seen what true beauty was until he met Juliet. Fifth one, what does Juliet ask the loving blackboard knight to do? She asks the loving blackboard knight to bring her Romeo to her. Who will come leaning on the wings of the night? Romeo. How does Juliet wants Romeo to be immortalized? Juliet wants to Romeo to be immortalized as star in heaven. Why will be the world be in love with night? Romeo will make the face of heavens so fine that the world will fall in love with night. The phrase "teach the torches to burn bright" suggests Juliet's beauty surpasses the brightness of light. For earth to dear, this phrase suggested that. Right answer, the lady's beauty is divine. The measure done connotes the completion of the dance organized by Lord Capulet. The line "Did my heart love till now" convey. Right answer, Romeo feels this is true love. The phrase "news no" suggests description of Romeo's charm. Why do you think the phrase "face of heavens" signifies? The phrase of "face of heaven" signifies the moonlight night sky. Who hosted a grand supper? Lord Capulet. Name the two rival families of Verona, the Montages and the Capulets. Why does Romeo attend the supper? Romeo attends the supper with the intention of seeing Rosaline, with whom he was in love. Why does Romeo attend the supper of discuss Romeo Montague, being an enemy of the Capulet, had not been invited to the grand supper as Romeo was keen on seeing Rosaline. He attended the supper in disguise. Who does Romeo see on the dance floor? Romeo sees Juliet, the 14-year-old daughter of the Capulets, on the dance floor. Who does Romeo fall in love with at the party? Juliet. By whose beauty is Romeo fascinated? Romeo is fascinated by the beauty of Juliet, the only daughter of Capulets. What does Romeo learn about Juliet after the dance? Romeo comes to know that Juliet was the only daughter of the Capulets, who were staunch enemies of the Montages. What does Romeo mean when he phrases Juliet as beauty too much for use or earth too dear? Romeo is so enchanted by Juliet's beauty that he says that she is too beautiful for this world and too beautiful to die and he be buried. What is the metaphor Romeo uses in so shows a snow doves roving with crows when he describes Juliet? Romeo uses the metaphor snow doves to describe Juliet. What does Romeo mean when he says, I never saw true beauty till this night? Romeo feels that never before has he felt so much in love with someone so beautiful as Juliet. When does Juliet wants Romeo to be set off in the heavens with the stars? Right answer, Juliet wants Romeo to be set up in the heaven with the stars, forming a constellation in his image after her death. Why does Juliet calls Romeo day and night? Juliet calls Romeo day and night because his presence will be shine out against the darkness. Why will the people stop paying attention to the sun? After being cut into little stars, Romeo will make the face of heaven so fine that the world will be stop paying attention to the sun. Who was the Romeo? Virtuous and well-mannered youth of the Montages family. Who was Juliet? She was a daughter of the Capulets. Now, short paragraph answers of the first questions. What similes does Romeo use to describe Juliet's beauty? Romeo is a virtuous and well-mannered youth. He has developed a sentimental, intense, and passionate love affair with Rosaline. He goes to attend a grand supper in the disguised manner. By chance, there he meets a fair beauty called Juliet. It was a pleasant shock to know that she was daughter of Capulets. Romeo falls in love with Juliet for her rare charms and beauty. Shakespeare employs courtly language or exaggerated language to describe the beauty of Juliet. Juliet looks so bright and attractive, and the brightness of her beauty can teach the torch to burn bright. Romeo's speech is filled with the rare similes to give an expression to his romantic and ideal love. Juliet becomes the center of attraction. He compared to Juliet to rich African jewels. Her beauty is too rich for use and too dear for earth to possess. Compared to the brightness and whiteness of her skin, all other girls around her looked dull and faded like the clouds. Juliet's beauty is true and permanent, whereas the other girl's beauty is show and artificial. Juliet is just in the comparable in her looks, grace, and charm. He would like a cherish this love forever. The imaginary of the light and darkness helps to discover the intensity of his newly discovered love for Juliet. Romeo finds it hard to accept the truth. Did my health love it till now? He swears that he never saw such as rare beauty till that night. Passionate expression of his intense love may look artificial, but it becomes a reality of his life. How, according to Juliet, would Romeo be immortalized to the world? Right answer. Juliet's speech is the one of the passionate speeches of the play. Juliet eagerly waits for Romeo to come sleep into her arms. She is direct and frank. She takes delight in the descriptions of her bridal night. Since Cupid, the goddess of love, is blind, she thinks that night is the best time for lovers to play their sports of love. The falcon, like Juliet, is ready for the kill. Her invocations to right and the preparation of the world comes suits the invocations, her pranks and violent imaginary suggest Romeo's sexual posture that he will lie upon the wings of night. She addresses the night to give her Romeo. Juliet relates Romeo to the star imaginary that dominates the play from the first speech of the chorus cut into the little stars is an ideal that a famous her becomes a star. Romeo is light to her. Romeo will make darkness itself preparable today, and so also their love. The reinforced the ideas that their love, although in the to imitate, in order to prove the worth of true love, all the lovers will be in love at the night. However, the sun's light is more brighter, but the lovers will be pay no worship to the bright sun. Around the sexual world play of Julius lies her genuine loves for Romeo. ಇಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂಥ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂಥ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರು. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಉಳಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಗೊಂದಲವಿದ್ದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಟು ಆಲ್.